So I want to do something a little bit more unique for my Invisible Man review. So here you go, The Invisible Man.
It's the J. Craig movie review. Movie review. A movie review.
Directed by Leigh Whannel, who is the director of he's 43, he's my age, but a young, talented filmmaker who I don't know a lot about except the fact that he directed Upgrade, which I thought was a very fascinating take on the action movie, as well as now Invisible Man. And he's soon to be directing, if all goes well in the world, Escape from New York, which I'm kind of excited about. So, Invisible Man is another telling of one of the famous Universal horror movie monsters, right? And this is a new modern telling of it. And I'm glad they're going to an unknown, if you will. I know we've had Invisible Man with Kevin Bacon and Elizabeth Shue, which coincidentally I keep saying Elizabeth Moss is Elizabeth Shue in this movie, and I keep getting them mixed up. And I guess that's why, because both Elizabeths were in The Invisible Man, so imagine my confusion. So Elizabeth Moss stars as a young woman who is in an abusive relationship with a husband. And in the very beginning of the movie, we see her trying to leave, and she's going through a lot of steps, and she's very scared, and she's terrified. And we see it in her face, we see it in her actions, we see it in what she's doing, and she's terrified, and she's getting away. We don't need to know why. We just know that something's wrong in this relationship, and she needs to get out of it. So that's really, really well done. And then after she leaves, she discovers that her husband now killed himself. So now she gets to live her life without fear. She's not going to be terrified anymore. Well, the movie would be over at that point, but instead we have the Invisible Man. Something starts affecting her. Something starts to happen around her, and she can't see what, because guess what? He's invisible. So it's a really cool take on the Invisible Man, and it's about about a lady who is in an abusive relationship who needs to become stronger and stronger to a point where she needs to fight back. And it's really, really well done. I really enjoy this movie. His point is I don't like horror movies typically, right? I don't like your horror movie genre, especially today. But this movie is right up my alley when it comes to horror, because it's more thriller. It's more of, it's not gory and overly bloody and all that kind of stuff that you typically see today in horror movies. This is more about psychological. It's more about like they hit all these camera pans. They would go to a spot where you can't see anything. There's nothing there. But is there? Is there something there or isn't there not something there? It's really cool how they keep playing with that aspect that someone's maybe watching her, but we can't see it. We just see a window. We don't see anything there. You're looking at it. You're looking for something to move. You're looking for some kind of, visual reference there to see if there's a body there, but you can't see anything. So it's really cool how they do this movie, and they're always making you look in places, looking for that Invisible Man. So it's really, really well done. I really enjoyed it. It also stars Aldous Hodge, who plays MC Ren in Straight Outta Compton. That's right. And then you have a bunch of other people who I don't actually know, but actually everyone's really, really well done in this movie. Aldous Hodge, who MC Ren, he plays Elizabeth Moss's friend, who's a cop, and he's her kind of center, right? He's the guy who's trying to help her and get her through this, and it's really, really cool. I really enjoyed this movie. It's more psychological, it's more thriller. It's not it's a lot of jump scares. Now the one thing I will say is I saw this in a Dolby theater. Now I must be just getting old, but it's so freaking loud in those theaters. Like every motion, every movement, it's like so loud. It's like anything can make you jump at that point. So the jump scares were maybe elicited because of the noise in the Dolby theater, but it was pretty awesome watching it in that theater. But just the sound, man, it's overload. It's like 11, right? Crazy. Anyway, this movie's really cool. If you like horror, if you like thrillers, this movie's right up your alley. It was right up my alley. I loved it. I can't wait to see more from this guy, Leigh Whannel. Super talented, and I cannot wait to see if he can make, or if the universe plays the cards right, we'll get Escape from New York, and that would be awesome. Yeah, I know. I almost did a Big Trouble Little China thing right there. I don't know. Hey, it's John Carpenter, it's Kurt Russell. Aren't they all the same? But if we can get an Escape from New York that's with a quality filmmaker like this guy, I'll be fully on board. So if you're looking for something to go see, something that's, not your big budget movie, but something that's really, really contained and really cool, I'd check it out. It's very tense filled. It's very nervous. I was like, on the edge of my seat. It's one of those movies that just kind of keeps you going, because you just never know what's around the corner, because you can't see, because he's invisible. It's cool. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow the J. Craig over here. We'll see you next time.
It's the J. Craig movie review. You watch till the end. Thanks, like, and subscribe.